There is a quiet death happening all around you. It is not violent. It is not loud. It does not announce itself. It is the death that creeps into a man's soul when he chooses comfort over greatness. The death that steals your fire, one small compromise at a time. The death that smiles while you sit safely in the smallness of your own potential. You are dying in comfort, and you don't even feel it. Because comfort is warm. It is easy. It wraps itself around you like a soft blanket, whispering lies that sound like love. You have time. You're doing enough. You don't have to change. But the universe does not reward the comfortable. It rewards the courageous. It crowns the one who steps into the arena of uncertainty, of doubt, of real soul-breaking struggle, and refuses to back down. Albert Einstein once said, "In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity." He didn't mean the fake difficulty, the mild inconvenience. He meant the kind of difficulty that shakes you to your knees, the kind that makes you question whether you were ever built for this at all. The struggle you avoid today is the strength you will never possess tomorrow. You are not avoiding pain. You are avoiding the making of a stronger version of yourself. Because comfort does not build empires. It does not invent miracles. It does not carve a name into the walls of history. Every man and woman who left their mark, Edison, Carnegie, Disney, Ford, they understood this brutal, essential truth. Struggle is not the enemy. It is the sculptor. It chisels away the weakness. It burns away the lies. It tempers the spirit into steel. When Thomas Edison faced failure after failure, when over 1,000 inventions crumbled before his eyes, he did not run back into comfort. He ran straight into the fire of the next experiment. When Walt Disney was fired from his first newspaper job for lacking imagination, when he slept on park benches because he couldn't afford a room, he didn't shrink. He imagined harder. He believed louder. He built bigger. Struggle isn't an obstacle. It is the call to arms. It is the raw material of destiny. You say you want to be great. You say you want wealth, success, impact, legacy. But how much struggle are you willing to endure? How much pain are you willing to transmute into power? Most people want greatness the way a child wants candy, as a wish, not as a war. You want the success story, but you're allergic to the suffering that writes it. You must decide. Are you here to survive? Or are you here to become? Comfort is survival. Struggle is transformation. The caterpillar does not become a butterfly by sitting still. It dissolves itself into liquid, shattering its very form, destroying everything it once was, so that it can become something new. There is no shortcut around this. There is no hack, no loophole, no easy road. The struggle you are avoiding is the struggle that saves you. The one that extracts the real you from the hollow shell you have mistaken for your identity. And this world does not need another echo. It does not need another ghost of wasted potential. It needs the full-throated roar of the one who chose to fight, the one who dared to leave the warmth of mediocrity and forge themselves in the fires of the unknown. You are not here to coast through life untouched. You are not here to play small, to shrink, to disappear safely into the background. You are here to be tested. You are here to be broken and remade stronger. You are here to forge a mind so sharp that reality bends to your will. But none of that will happen until you stop dying in comfort, until you stop mistaking the absence of struggle for the presence of success. Because a man in comfort is a man asleep at the wheel of his own life. And sooner or later, the road will end, and you will realize that you slept through your own becoming. The question is not whether you will struggle. The question is whether you will choose a struggle that elevates you or one that decays you, because you will struggle either way. You will either struggle to climb, or you will struggle with regret. You will either struggle to build, or you will struggle to explain why you never tried. You will either struggle to become, or you will struggle to accept the death of your own dreams. The human mind was not designed for endless comfort. It was designed for challenge, for stretching, for reaching toward the impossible. Every neuron, every muscle fiber, every heartbeat in your chest is built to adapt to adversity, not to hide from it. When Einstein wrote about relativity, he wasn't simply talking about time and space. He was talking about possibility, about the idea that what looks impossible today is simply the limitation of your current understanding. And the only way to expand that understanding, the only way to step into a future bigger than the mind you woke up with, is to embrace the discomfort of growth. You do not need more motivation. You do not need more external validation. You need a decision, a ruthless, irreversible decision to walk toward the struggle that saves you. The discipline to stare down your own weakness and not flinch. The conviction to believe in a version of yourself that you cannot yet see. You will not find your greatness waiting for it to arrive. You must go out and seize it, torn, bloody, unbowed. You must meet the voice of doubt in your mind and answer it with action. You must become the person who does not negotiate with comfort, who does not apologize for wanting more, needing more, being more. Because the world will not hand you your dream. It will hand you 1,000 reasons to quit. It will hand you fear. It will hand you distraction. It will hand you every seductive excuse to stay exactly where you are. And if you take that offer, if you take the comfort they are selling, you will die with your greatness still locked inside you, unwritten, unsung, unrealized. And that would be the greatest tragedy of all. So, what does it look like to choose the struggle that saves you? It looks like waking up every day with a mind tuned not to ease, but to excellence. It looks like building discipline into your bones, not as an obligation, but as an honor. It looks like setting a vision so terrifyingly large that it demands you become a new version of yourself just to stand a chance at reaching it. Clarity is your weapon, because a mind without clarity will drift, and drifting is death. You must carve your vision into stone, see it when you wake, taste it when you speak, bleed for it when you act. Einstein once said, "Imagination is more important than knowledge, not because facts are useless, but because knowledge is limited by what already exists. Imagination creates what never was. It tears down the walls of the known world and rebuilds them in your image. Your life will not change by understanding what is. It will change by daring to envision what could be. You must become the architect of your own destiny. Every thought you allow is a brick. Every habit you practice is a beam. Every sacrifice you make is a foundation stone. If you do not build, you will be built by the forces around you, by culture, by fear, by the inertia of mediocrity. The mind left unguided becomes a prison. It circles the same small dreams, the same safe choices, the same dead routines, until the soul forgets it was ever meant to fly. You are not here to crawl through life seeking approval. You are here to create, to command, to shape a life that reflects the highest version of who you are. That means you will be misunderstood. You will be mocked. You will be doubted. Good. Let the small minds speak. They are not your audience. They are not your judges. They are the background noise to your symphony of becoming. Your purpose is not to convince them. Your purpose is to build such an undeniable existence that their opinions evaporate under the heat of your achievement. Greatness demands a mind that chooses vision over validation, purpose over popularity, meaning over momentary applause. Because applause fades. Trophies gather dust. External success without internal significance is the loudest emptiness you will ever feel. True wealth, true power, true peace. They are born when you live aligned with a vision so pure that no rejection, no failure, no setback can divert you from it. It is discipline that holds the line when motivation fails. It is belief that whispers, "Keep going," when everything else screams, "Turn back." The greatest minds, the immortals, the icons, they were not born immune to fear. They were simply more loyal to their vision than to their comfort. Henry Ford faced bankruptcy and ridicule before he revolutionized industry. Abraham Lincoln faced defeat after defeat before he led a nation through its darkest hour. Einstein himself faced rejection from the academic world before his ideas changed the very fabric of physics. The difference between them and the countless others history forgot? They chose their struggle. They embraced it. They leaned into it until struggle itself became their advantage. You cannot fake this. You cannot shortcut it. There is no easy way to extraordinary. Your habits are the evidence of your becoming. You say you want to be wealthy? Look at your habits. You say you want to be free? Look at your sacrifices. You say you want to change the world? Look at what you're willing to endure for it. Every action is a vote for the person you are becoming, and the universe counts every single one. There is a cost to everything. You can pay the price of discipline now, or the price of regret later. You can pay the price of struggle now, or the price of a soul that knows it's settled for less. And regret, my friend, is the heaviest debt of all. It compounds in silence, it grows in the dark, and one day it presents you with a bill you can no longer pay. The life you could have lived, but didn't. This is why you must wage war against comfort. This is why you must see ease not as a reward, but as a warning. Because every moment spent in comfort you have not earned is a moment stolen from your own evolution. This is the brutal beauty of reality. You get exactly what you demand of it. No more, no less. You demand little. You receive little. You demand greatness. You are forged into someone capable of holding it. But make no mistake, reality will not deliver your dream until you prove you can carry it without breaking. The trials, the setbacks, the sleepless nights, the loneliness, they are not punishments. They are proof that your destiny is too large to fit inside the person you were. You must expand. You must endure. You must become. Because the life you want exists, but it exists on the other side of the struggle you are most afraid to face. And the longer you avoid it, the longer you remain a shadow of what you could be. Do not be fooled by the world's obsession with easy. Easy is a lie sold to minds too weak to dream beyond it. Greatness has always belonged to those willing to walk roads others fear to tread, to those who dare to make a life of their own design, no matter the cost. It is better to be exhausted in the service of your purpose than well-rested in the service of nothing. It is better to be bruised by pursuit than comforted by excuses. It is better to fight for the life you want than to mourn the life you lost. You are capable of far more than you know. But capability without courage is a tragedy. Potential without action is a slow death. There is a voice inside you, quiet now maybe, but it is there. The voice that remembers what you came here to do. The voice that burns for more. Listen to it, feed it, obey it. The world does not need more people numbing themselves into oblivion with distractions and doubts. It needs the few, the very few, willing to set themselves on fire with purpose. It needs the minds who will not accept the comfort of smallness. It needs the warriors who will not go quietly into the night. It needs you at your full, untamed, unapologetic power. And that power is born the moment you make a single, irrevocable decision. Choose the struggle that saves you. Understand this. Life is not asking you to be perfect. It is asking you to be relentless. The difference between those who rise and those who rot isn't talent, not luck, not circumstance. It is adaptability. It is the stubborn refusal to stay broken. Every setback is not a signal to quit. It is an invitation to evolve. Every failure is feedback. Data carved into your soul, whispering, there is another way. Einstein did not stumble upon breakthroughs by accident. He failed. He miscalculated. He faced ridicule, rejection, and the suffocating weight of doubt. But each failure was not an end. It was a fork in the road. Adapt or die. He chose to adapt. He chose to sharpen, rethink, reforge. He chose growth over defeat. And you must do the same. When the world pushes you down, you must push back harder. When your plans crumble, you must build newer, smarter ones from the rubble. When life closes a door, you must learn to build doors where none existed before. Resilience is not some passive, pretty word. It is bloody knuckles. It is tear-streaked faces. It is the unbreakable soul that says, I will not end here. And let me tell you, your mind will try to trick you. It will tell you that you are tired. It will whisper that it's too hard, too much, too late. You must rise above your own mind. You must lead it, not follow it. Because your brain is a survival machine, not a greatness machine. Left unchecked, it will protect you from pain, yes, but it will also protect you from greatness. It will build you a life so safe, so small, so suffocating, that your spirit can do nothing but starve inside it. Discipline is how you override the ancient software of your mind. Discipline is the daily decision to act not according to your feelings, but according to your future. The small choices matter. The alarm you refuse to snooze. The workout you refuse to skip. The difficult conversation you refuse to avoid. Each of these small victories compounds. Each of them builds a mind that trusts itself. A mind that can be relied upon when the stakes are highest. The man who wins is not the one who feels the best every day. It is the one who acts with power even when he feels like nothing. Consistency beats intensity. Resilience beats brilliance. Endurance beats raw talent. Because in the end, it is not who starts fastest who wins. It is who refuses to stop. Adaptation is your edge. Learning is your weapon. Every day you must devour new ideas, test new strategies, and kill old habits that no longer serve you. You are not a tree, rooted, stuck, permanent. You are fluid. You are alive. You are meant to change, to grow, to shatter your former self over and over until only the essential remains. The only real failure is the failure to learn. The only true defeat is the decision to give up evolving. Because comfort will offer you a way out. It will say, "Stay here, it's good enough, you've done enough." But good enough is the silent killer of destiny. Good enough is the tombstone for dreams too scared to bloom. You must become obsessed, not with outcomes, but with becoming. Obsessed with sharpening the mind, obsessed with stretching the soul, obsessed with rising a little higher each day, even if the world never notices. This journey is not for the faint of heart. It is not for those who seek applause. It is for those who can find meaning in the grind, joy in the struggle, honor in the fight. Because the greatest victory is not the moment the world recognizes you. It is the moment you realize you have become someone you admire, even if no one else ever claps. The battlefield is inside you. The enemy is the weakness that whispers, "Just stay comfortable." But you are not built for comfort. You are built for conquest. You are built for creativity, contribution, and conquest of your own limitations. So, when the weight feels unbearable, when the nights stretch long and cold, when doubt hisses that you are nothing, no one, going nowhere, you must remember, pressure does not break diamonds, it creates them. Struggle does not destroy the worthy, it reveals them. You are not here to escape pressure. You are here to transmute it, to forge from it the mind, the heart, the life that history cannot ignore. The future belongs to the few who refuse to kneel. It belongs to the few who find strength in the storm. It belongs to the few who understand that salvation is not found in running from the hard things, but running toward them. This is the paradox of life. The harder the road, the greater the soul it forges. And when you have walked that road, when you have bled, sweated, suffered for your vision, you will look back at the world you left behind and realize you did not lose anything. You gained everything. You gained self-respect. You gained mastery. You gained a mind that cannot be bought, a will that cannot be broken, a life that cannot be measured by mere material wealth. Because real wealth is waking up, knowing you are living your truth. Real success is looking in the mirror and meeting the eyes of someone who never backed down. And when that day comes, you will thank the struggle. You will bless the hardship. You will fall in love with the fire that once threatened to consume you, because it made you who you are, a force of nature, a mind unleashed, a life unapologetically lived. And the world will be forced to reckon with the truth that you embodied. You did not die in comfort. You chose the struggle that saved you, and you were reborn because of it. There will come a day, a silent, sacred day, when you stand alone far beyond where the old you could have ever imagined. The noise will be gone, the doubts will be dust. The comforts you once clung to will seem like toys forgotten by a warrior who has gone to war. And you will feel it, deep in your marrow, that this was the life you were meant to claim. Not handed, not given, claimed, because nothing worth having is ever free. Because greatness is never gifted. It is seized by those audacious enough to believe they deserve it, and relentless enough to prove it. And on that day, when you walk into rooms that once intimidated you, when you break through barriers that once defeated you, when you speak with a voice sharpened by fire and vision, you will know. Every early morning, you didn't want to wake up. Every late night, you didn't want to work. Every failure that cut you to the bone. Every betrayal, every heartbreak, every sacrifice that made you question whether it was worth it. It was. It was all worth it. because you will have become something the world cannot touch, a soul awake, a mind unbreakable, a spirit unstoppable. This is not about proving them wrong. This is not about trophies or titles. This is about finally, fully, unapologetically living in the arena where you belong. The arena where pain is the price of progress. The arena where struggle is the soil of strength. The arena where the bold carve reality into their image, while the timid watch from the sidelines and wonder, what if? You were not made to wonder. You were made to become. You were not made to tiptoe through life, hoping for scraps of happiness. You were made to forge meaning with your own two hands. Every breath you take is a countdown. Every day you wake is a reminder. Time is the only currency that never replenishes. Spend it building. Spend it fighting. Spend it forging a legacy no one can erase. There are no guarantees in this life, only choices. And today, you choose. You can choose the lie of comfort and die slowly, invisibly, forgotten. Or you can choose the sacred struggle and live so fully, so fiercely, that your very existence becomes a testament to what is possible. When the history of your life is written, when the final chapters close, let it not be said that you played it safe. Let it not be said that you cowered before challenge. Let it not be said that you were buried by comfort before you ever truly lived. Let it be said, you stood up, you fought back, you chose the fire, you chose the forge, you chose the road few dare to walk, and you did not flinch. You chose the struggle that saved you, and because you chose it, you lived, fully, fiercely, fearlessly, and in the end, that is the only victory that ever mattered. Now go and become it.